Junkman back at you again with another YouTube video. So I got a bunch of copper, a bunch of brass, and a bunch of wires here I'm gonna go through, and I'm gonna make a little video on that, on this stuff. So I got a straight aluminum rad there. Most of this is just gonna be you know, as far as aluminum is concerned, just what they call aluminum breakage. Here's the lid here to a barbecue grill. If you're out scrapping, a lot of these barbecue grills, most of these lids are cast aluminum. You can just bust them off real fast, and those add up really fast. There's lamp bases and walkers. I've got some good clean extrusion down in here also. I'll keep that separate. I'm not going to turn that in for dirty. There's some regular scrap down in here and some more good clean extrusion. So pretty nice load. So I'm going to make a video as I go through this. I've got a bunch of wires in here also. I'm going to turn in mostly wires and aluminum today. And I'll turn in my copper and brass and stuff probably on another day. So I've got another big container here of some wires. So I got my pretty decent little payday coming up here today. So fun stuff. So here I've got a pile of sheet aluminum and clean sheet aluminum and clean extrusion. There's some clean sheet right there also. So a lot of these lamps that you find while you're out scrapping, a lot of them, you touch them to a magnet. That one there turns out to be steel. So you cut that wire and then throw that in your scrap metal pile. Some of them, a lot of these like lamps like those, they look like brass, but most of them, not all of them, but most of them are actually aluminum. What you want to do is go along and score it, see if it shines up to be either yellow for brass or silver for aluminum. Those turned out to be aluminum. These all these little silver trays right here, these are either steel, brass, aluminum, or copper. So the way you want to check that is you run through, you touch it with a magnet. If the magnet doesn't stick, then obviously you have a non-ferrous metal. Then you come along and score it and look at the color. This one turns out to be red, so that turns out to be copper, which is always good. So happy about that. Brass, aluminum, dirty aluminum. So whenever I find these old like saws and sanders and whatnot, I check them, make for sure that they don't work, because if they work, I sell them on the flea market. If not, then I get that wire, and that's actually got an aluminum case, so that can go in the aluminum shred pile. So this little bag here, I had this. I thought it was just a bunch of wires down in there. I get to looking in there. It's kind of an electrician's kit or something. I pulled out a pretty nice paintbrush and some wire strippers, some wire tool. So not just all scrap. As far as these water faucets go, a lot of these turn out to be, the newer ones are almost always aluminum, but the older ones are brass, so you just get that copper off the back and then just, you know, sell them for aluminum. This little motor here probably came out of a microwave or something. Throw that over here with my motors. So I've got this nice clean extrusion here, but it's got this metal piece on there. So I'm going to back these screws out right here and take that metal off so I got good clean aluminum. Get paid more money that way, right? So I've got all my aluminum sorted. Pretty nice stack here. Another small stack here. I've got some clean sheet. The old Kirby, that didn't work. So that's going to go in for aluminum breakage. We've got some clean stuff here. Now I'm getting ready to start working on cleaning up these wires and cutting the ends off of them. So when you're going through wires, keep in mind, a lot of times you find coaxial cable. That's the cable that runs to your TV, makes your cable run essentially. But coaxial cable is not wire. I've had many of conversations with people about coaxial. It's not wire. It's got a metal copper coated line that runs right down through the middle of it, and the rest of it is just fiber and plastic. They do not take that for wire. What they take it for is scrap metal, just regular shred. So keep that in mind when you're going through them wires. You don't get hit when you get to the scrapyard and think you got a huge pile and it's all coaxial. So they will get you on that. You always got to take the wires out of this plastic too. So we've got at the end a nice thing of wires, nice thing of aluminum, got some scrap out of it, got some sheet metal, some good clean extrusion, some other dirty aluminum, got a little bit of brass, not too much, couple of motors, and found some tools too. So not a bad little lick for the day. Don't know what it's going to bring. But it'll be a good day's work. It's only taken me a couple hours to do it, so not going to complain. Anyway, appreciate everybody watching my videos. Like and subscribe, make comments, and catch you on the next video.